From the Olmecs to the Incas, the untold stories of pre-Columbian civilizations, the Olmec legacy. Unraveling the mysteries of Mesoamerica's first civilization. Ever wondered what the Americas were like before Columbus arrived? Forget the simple stories you learned in school. We're talking about a world teeming with millions of people, vibrant cities that rivaled any in Europe, and empires built on genius and grit. This is the story of Pre-Columbian America, a saga of colossal heads, floating cities, and roads that climb to the sky. Let's peel back the layers of time and uncover the untold stories of these incredible civilizations. Our journey begins around 1500 BCE in the steamy lowlands of south-central Mexico. Now, when you think of the Olmecs, you probably picture this: gigantic stone heads, and you're not wrong. These incredible sculptures, some weighing up to 50 tons, are portraits of their powerful rulers. Think about that for a second. Without metal tools, without the wheel, they quarried, carved, and transported these massive basalt boulders over 100 kilometers. It's an engineering feat that still baffles archaeologists today. But the Olmecs were more than just amazing sculptors. They developed the first writing system in the Americas, created a sophisticated calendar, and played a ritual ball game that would be adopted by nearly every major civilization that followed. They laid the groundwork, setting the stage for the giants to come. As the Olmec influence faded, a new power rose in the heart of Mexico. Welcome to Teotihuacan, the city of the gods. At its peak around 400 CE, this was one of the largest cities in the world, home to over 100,000 people. Imagine walking down the Avenue of the Dead, a grand central road stretching for miles. To your sides, massive pyramids pierced the sky, the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon. These weren't just monuments. They were cosmic maps aligned with the stars. Teotihuacan was a bustling metropolis, a center of trade, art, and religion whose influence spread across Mesoamerica. But here's the mystery. We don't know who built it. They left behind no written records of their own name or their rulers. By the time the Aztecs found the city centuries later, it was already in ruins, and they believed it was the birthplace of the gods themselves. The silence of Teotihuacan speaks volumes about how much we still have to learn. Now, let's journey south into the dense rainforests of Guatemala and the Yucatan Peninsula. This was the domain of the Maya. Forget the myth of a single unified empire. The Maya were a collection of powerful city-states, like Tikal, Calakmul, and Palenque, often warring with each other but sharing a rich, complex culture. Mayan astronomers were so advanced their calculations of the solar year were more accurate than those used in Europe at the time. Their writing system, a beautiful and complex set of hieroglyphs, was one of the most sophisticated in the ancient world. And their architecture? Cities of stone rising out of the green jungle, with towering temples used for elaborate rituals that connected them to their gods and the cosmos. The so-called collapse of the classic Maya period wasn't an end, but a transformation. While southern cities were abandoned, Maya culture continued to thrive in the north, right up until the Spanish conquest. Meanwhile, back in central Mexico, a new, formidable power was on the rise. You've definitely heard of them, the Aztecs. Or, as they called themselves, the Mexica. According to their legends, their gods told them to build their capital where they saw an eagle devouring a serpent on a cactus. But the Aztecs were brilliant engineers. They built causeways, dikes, and aqueducts. They created chinampas, or floating gardens, incredibly fertile plots of reclaimed land that fed their massive population. Their capital, Tenochtitlan, became a wonder of the world, a gleaming city on the water, with canals for streets and grand temples at its center. It was a city of warriors, poets, and merchants. But their society was also built on a system of tribute and a religion that demanded human sacrifice on a scale that shocked even their contemporaries. This complex and often brutal reality made their eventual confrontation with the Spanish one of history's most dramatic turning points. Let's travel far south now, leaving Mesoamerica behind and climbing high into the Andes Mountains of South America. This is the realm of the Inca, the largest empire in the Pre-Columbian Americas. To rule over such a vast and diverse territory, they built an incredible road system. Over 40,000 kilometers of paved roads and bridges spanning treacherous mountain terrain. Armies, officials, and messengers could travel with astonishing speed. And how did they keep track of it all without a traditional writing system? They used the quipu, an ingenious system of knotted strings. Different colors, knots, and placements could record everything from census data and tax records to historical narratives. At the heart of the empire was the Sepa Inca, a divine ruler who governed from the magnificent capital of Cusco, and high in the clouds they built Machu Picchu, a royal estate of such breathtaking beauty and perfect construction that it remained hidden from the outside world for centuries. The Inca managed to unite 100 different ethnic groups under one rule, creating a society that valued community and reciprocity, all in less than a century. From the Olmec's first steps to the Inca's vast dominion, these civilizations were not primitive footnotes in history. They were complex, innovative, and deeply human societies. They built cities that touched the sky, developed sciences that mapped the cosmos, and created art that still takes our breath away. Their stories are not just tales of ruins and conquest. They are powerful testaments to the incredible diversity of human achievement. When we look at the pyramids of Teotihuacan, the glyphs of the Maya, or the knotted strings of the Inca, we're looking at a lost world, a world of untold stories that are still waiting to be fully discovered. There's so much more to explore, so many more mysteries to unravel. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey through time. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the past. Let me know in the comments which civilization you found most fascinating. Until next time, stay curious.